Welcome, everybody, to the Rising Stars High School Football Podcast. I'm your man, Derek Denham. And as always, I have my esteemed co-host, Mr. Reggie Booby Wins, ladies and gentlemen. Reg, what's good, fam?
What up, though? Merry Christmas. Getting warm. I mean, it's kind of crazy out here, man. It's 58 and 68 degrees out here, and it's middle of November.
It really is. I thought we'd have on some ski pants and ski boots on right now.
A Smurf hat or whatever, but it's nice.
Yes, sir.
I get another weekend in high school football because once it get cold, I ain't going out there.
Well, I got a feeling it's going to be cold.
Next week.
Well, not this week. This week is supposed to be probably in the 50s on Friday.
Yeah, the 23rd, you may be catching me on
But
TV.
the following week, we might be back to regular state of Michigan weather for high school football.
No doubt.
But it's good to be back, man. I know we missed last week. But as always, man, it's good to be back, and we got a lot of high school football to talk about.
Yeah.
But before we do that, for our show today, man, we're going to be talking to Jesse Mangum. He has two sons that play college football.
Big Ten.
Yes, sir, Big Ten guys. And then we also have Mr. Rasan Goldsmith, and his son is on the staff for
Utah,
right?
Recruiting analyst, and he played at Colorado State.
Right.
My smooth defensive back.
There it is.
One of the greatest recruiters out there, man. He going to be at Michigan pretty soon.
Yep.
Sorry, Utah.
Right. You got me laughing. But, yeah, so we got a lot to talk about, man. We're going to talk to those guys, and they're going to give us their insight from a recruiting perspective for parents for three state of Michigan standouts and what they're doing now. We're going to catch up with them shortly. But before we do that, let's catch up on this past week of high school football playoffs, man. Let's talk about East Lansing versus Dexter.
Hey, that was a barn burner. Long-ass drive.
Right.
Went down there to Boondocks.
No doubt.
And Dexter O-line averaged 6'7", 330.
Wow.
And they had four of them. Their tight end was 6'7", 240, but he wasn't playing due to injuries. But they had a young quarterback, was nice. The Ronnie Johnson commit to Northwestern was there. So I went to see the Ronnie Johnson commit from Northwestern and the Michigan State commit from East Lansing.
Okay.
And it was a battle. Ronnie played well. Big line block, did a good job. But that damn Jace Clarizito is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Saquon Barkley, twin.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Just picked up an Alabama offer.
So what type of stats does he have?
I think he might have been in 200s, man.
Okay.
But he was unstoppable, man.
Okay.
He stopped and started and changed direction.
What measurables like?
6 feet, 5'11",
Oh, wow, big
205.
Okay.
Good looking dude, man, and got a call like, "Hey, man, Coach Wins, he just got off by Alabama, man. Make sure he don't go to Alabama."
Now, did the state of Michigan schools offer him as well?
Only Michigan State. Excuse me, he's committed to Michigan State. Wow. Oh, I mean, that's another conversation for
another day, right?
We got to bring that shit up, man, because we're allowing too many kids out of state of Michigan to get out of Michigan.
Right.
And Jason Clarizito is a stud muffin.
Okay.
And we need to make sure we recruit this guy. And there's a few guys out there, too. We can't wait the last minute like we're doing Elijah Dotson and we're doing Bryce Underwood, man. Get on these boys, man.
Now, and these coaches got to understand, I say this all the time, everybody has an ego, and if you wait to the last minute to get on these kids, man, between them and their parents and everybody else in the world is offering, but your hometown schools, man, sometimes that's looked at as a slap in the face. So
well, and people take it personal. I mean, I'm Elijah Dotson. I did, and Bryce Underwood. He's the best player in the country. Mm-hmm. Somebody else gave him that recognition, and we overlooked him. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now we throwing darts and trying to get him, man. Let's get this boy in home, man. So, I mean, it's bananas. We come back on that recruiting.
Yeah, so East Lansing, so what did you see? What
East Lansing ended up winning 50-49. It was a great game, a barn burner, man.
Okay.
Dexter has some a young quarterback, some receivers, big line. Dexter should have won that game. But number 0, Jason Clarzito, man, he was a monster. And he won that game. Then they got the next game. They play Saginaw Heritage. He might beat that game too.
Wow. Okay.
You know, so if you guys are from state of Michigan, you're doing some recruiting, man, look out, man. Check that dude out, man. I mean, he's committed to Michigan State, which is a good place. He got an opportunity to play early at State. Let's go. Let's go, man.
So do you see either one of those teams coming out? Well, who won? Who won?
East Lansing won.
did win. Okay.
They playing Saginaw Heritage. They can possibly beat Saginaw Heritage in the next advance. I don't know how far they're going to go.
Okay.
But they got a chance to do something, right?
Okay.
But, I mean, we can see later. But, yeah. They got
Dexter, man, that was one of my picks. Dexter's they're perennial. They're always in the mix, you know, so I'm kind of shocked by that score.
Yeah, I know. I mean, East Lansing was hungry, man. They had a big-ass fork, and they ate real good.
Okay.
And the other game we went to was Belleville and Saline.
Yes.
I lost that one. I took Saline. I was with Saline, the surprise.
Because Saline was one of your picks.
One of my picks.
And you picked them over Belleville.
I picked him over in general. I mean, I thought Belleville. Well, I didn't know that Belleville has some damn Belichick coaches over there now. So we're gonna talk about that. So
right.
I picked Saline because I'm thinking about the old damn staff, and we go out there. You got Belichick and damn Tommy Carr, Johnson, Joseph, whoever. In the hell, I mean, I don't know what it was. Bananas, man. They beat Saline 42-7.
Shout out to Belleville, man. Hey, we would love to have one of the coaches call in, man. And like Reds was alluding to, we've heard some different things over there for the coaching staff. And those are guys over there. So if y'all want to call in and let us know what's going on, hey, we got the phone lines open. So,
well, Belleville is going to be tough. They got the next game I always had some people go out to was West Bloomfield and CC.
Yep.
West Bloomfield, you got y'all ass whooped.
That was another one. That was another one of your picks.
I'm sorry, West Bloomfield. Y'all got that ass whooped, and I was disappointed because the fight, man, you didn't fight, man. Another Justin Sante, CC did a great job, man, and they fought and they won. They beat them 42-14.
Well, do you think it's more of CC is that good or West Bloomfield is not what they used to be?
Oh, it's both. It's on both.
Okay.
But I mean, you can't take away CC how they've been playing and performing. They lucky they got 2 or 3 Power 5 guys on that team.
That's true.
Power 4, but they do a good job.
Well coached.
CC of the old back in the day.
Back in the day,
and that's what it looked like.
Okay.
But I mean, they got their hands full next week.
Yes, they do.
But Justin they've been punching people in the mouth.
Yeah.
That Belleville and
CC. That's going to be a barn burner, man. That's going to be probably the game of the year.
Yeah.
Right there.
Or like we say, the championship.
Championship,
you know what I
mean?
Yeah. But keep fighting over there, man. And sorry for West Bloomfield.
Right.
And get on your horse and get ready for next year, man. And we'll see how it works out.
Let's go to Groves and De La Salle.
Oh, the Groves and De La Salle this week is coming up. That's a new game.
Right.
Groves is right now probably the most underrated team out here. But Avery Gosh and Chris Little has been playing lights out, man.
No doubt.
Chris Little been banging, man. I'm proud of him, man. And he been beating all odds, and they all talking about his size. Hey, man, he is a great football player. He's been doing great things, man. And they winning. They winning convincing. They averaging 40-something points. I don't know what's going to happen with De La Salle, Anthony Batanti, and Jacob Turb over there, man, and David Williams, man. That defense is pretty nice over in De La Salle. And Roney ain't be playing.
Run game's crazy.
His run game's crazy, man. But Groves, they got some Ryan Counts, man. He's one of my dudes of the week, man, and he's just winning. Ryan Counts is just winning, man.
Right.
It's impressive, man. All you coaches out there, man, and don't look at his size, look at his ability, man. He's a winner, man. He loves the game. I can't even find out of 10 coaches, quarterbacks that I have, and probably only 2 of them damn guys love football. And Ryan is one of them, man. Right. So keep doing what you guys doing over there, Flaherty, man, and Coach Will Turner, and just keep balling, man.
And I always say, man, I know Groves was one of my teams that I picked. I was at the St. Mary's game and talking to a few people there, and they asked me what I thought was going to happen between Groves and De La Salle. I got Groves. I think De La Salle is strong. In my opinion, if you can shut down the run game, you can beat De La Salle.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take Groves. I like Flaherty over there. I think in the playoffs, man, this is when great coaching is important. You really get to see who can coach and who can't. Because at this point, everybody has talent.
Yeah, I do.
But now it's about X's and O's now. And I just think Flaherty over there may help Groves get past De La Salle. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Avery, gosh, I need 5 pancakes, player.
Exactly. So
we'll see. I'll be at that game.
Okay.
Be at the game of the week, and come hang out with Groves and De La Salle, see Patati out there, man, and see how it goes for him.
sure. All right.
River Rouge.
River Rouge.
I want River Rouge came in with a 4-5 record. They won 2. They playing Detroit King in the 3rd round of the playoffs.
Okay.
Now, we're gonna when we get Goldsmith on
Sure.
and
Mangum.
Mangum, we're gonna talk about what's going on
Going over there. Okay.
And what I'm understanding is that they're releasing the head coach over there currently currently winning. Every year,
Right.
Coach Petway, since he's been coaching, been in the damn playoffs. I don't understand.
So according to what you've heard, so they're getting rid of him and they're bringing in
I heard Coach Crowell.
from formerly of Belleville and
Formerly
formerly of
of
Cass Tech.
Yep.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's what the words on the
And
street.
they're still so I want to make sure I'm following this. They're in the 3rd round of the playoffs.
Absolutely.
They're getting rid of the current coach.
That's-
and then they
that's-
bring the new coach.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I would be secreted, but it's all in the streets, so everybody know what's going on.
So it's not a secret.
Not a
per
secret.
se.
I
It's
mean,
out in the
apparently, I mean,
streets.
shit, it might be in the paper somewhere.
Okay. And just for the record, Crowell is my guy. I got a lot of love for that brother.
Great coach.
I hated what happened at Belleville, so I'm ecstatic that he's going to get another opportunity. But it's just kind of odd if what you're saying is true. That's definitely odd. So I definitely want to learn more about that.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, if you got any answers out there,
Yeah,
man,
please
chime
call in. Well, matter of fact, let's put the call line up now. It's 248-905-1128. 248-905-1128. If anybody has news on what's going on over at Rouge or what's going on at what's the other school we talked about earlier?
Oh, Belleville.
Belleville. We would love to hear what you guys.
And we're gonna talk about that in depth pretty soon.
Yeah.
But
in the meantime, we want to go into. You want to go into Bryce, or you want to go into?
let's bring the
in Mangum?
fans in.
Okay, so let's do this, everybody. Let's bring in our special guest, Mangum. Like I said, he has currently, and then we got Mr. of Utah University, and he's doing his thing, and he was also a standout for the state of Michigan. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No doubt. So first of all, man, bring us all up to speed, Rashawn, with your son, man. We know he's one of our favorites. You did a great job with him, man, coming through the ranks, man. And we, see you, obviously we on Facebook and we the gurus. So bring us up to speed on how your son's doing, man, and what's going on with him first.
Man, he's doing awesome. Right now, he's on the staff at University of Utah. He's trying to grab some kids out of the state of Michigan, to come up there. So I know that's one of the things. I heard you guys bring up Elijah Dotson. I heard that name floating around a lot
Sure.
also. But, hey, it was a blessing, right? Got done with football, injuries.
Mm-hmm.
I found out he had the sickle cell trait also. And that was a big hamper to him playing in the mountains, area and things like that. So, we just blessed to be in a situation that, he can stay and continue with the game he loves,
Wow. Love it, man. Love it. And then Mr. Mangum, what's good, bro?
What's happening?
Bring us up to speed on the two young fellas, man.
So I have one that's at the University of Minnesota, finishing up his last season there, and then we'll see where God takes him after that. He already has his undergrad degree.
Sure.
And been working on his master's degree. So we're excited about that. And then the young bull is at a University of Michigan. He's been injured, coming out of camp, so he hasn't had an opportunity to get on that field yet, but he just got cleared, so he should be good to go for these last two games in the bowl game. And the beautiful thing about that is he walks across that stage December 12th and graduates with his bachelor's degree.
There it is.
With 2 years of eligibility left after that, and he's already been accepted to the Stephen Ross Business School at the University of Michigan.
Oh, man.
So the reason that we kind of bring all of that up and tie everything into together is I think sometimes the academic piece is lost in this recruitment thing and playing time in football. And sometimes you got to look at the bigger picture.
Right.
Because when football ends, all of these young men are still going to be young men.
No doubt.
Late 20s, mid 20s, maybe early 30s if they're lucky. And so men like us on this podcast got to come together. Men out there like, Ryan Griffin and his boy Louisville.
Yep.
Hurd, his boy at Notre Dame. I mean, there's a lot of great parents that stress the academic parts of it. And I'm glad that, we're on the stage to talk about it.
Absolutely. That's huge, man. Hey, I know all the boys, man. Goldsmith, Mangum, Mangum. I got one Mangum, Mang, shit. It just, it's so great to have parents that's involved with their education, their baby's education, and the football take care of itself. And me and Mangum and Goldsmith always talk about that, man. Football take care of itself. But your ass is getting a degree.
No doubt.
And that's how we got to keep pushing on, man, because my goal is put everybody in college to get a scholarship and get a college degree. It's probably NFL take care of itself.
No doubt.
And probably less than 1% make it.
At least reality.
You might get that 1%, half 1% get opportunity, but less 1% make it, man. That's so that degree, you can't take it away from you.
But think about it, Reg. Only 3% get an opportunity to play college ball.
That is correct.
That's right.
And
Mangum, I remember going down, seeing you guys at Kent State. We was hanging out down there, going through the process.
Oh, the recruiting,
Yeah. Down there, hung out with them. I had DJ
That's right.
Hamlin with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So got a chance to hang out with you guys, man, and just the guys. Everybody has their own journey, so to speak, and to see both of you gentlemen's sons' journeys, man, it's definitely been interesting, and you guys definitely have some insight for other parents that may be listening. Because I always tell people all the time, fellas, is find someone. If you're going through the process, find someone that's been through the process to help you. And a lot of times parents that's currently going through it, ego gets in the way, and you try to tell them certain things and whatever, and then after the fact, then they say, "Oh, that's what you were saying." Okay, so fellas like y'all been through it now. Now you guys can offer the insight to other parents. So what's some of the things that you guys would like to share with your process with parents that may be listening that's going through the recruiting process?
I know one of the kids I love is little AJ Marks, right? I gotta find this for him.
Yeah. He's probably watching. That's our guy.
I talk to his pops all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and he's always asking for advice.
Sure.
I mean, the key is number one, go where you love, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just the obvious. But take control of your process. I know it's a little bit different now, but you still got to take control of it. Don't let anybody else, Of course, like Reg, you're there to assist us,
Right.
People like you're there to assist us, but they got to take control of the whole process. And like Mang said, the grades, right? Nothing starts without the grades. You hear about these kids with D1 offers, can't even commit because of the grades, And that's one of the big things. What is it now? Is it still at 2-3?
Yeah,
now,
2-3
Reg?
Yeah, it's still 2-3.
But that's just the NCAA. That ain't the school.
That's correct.
So a lot of people don't realize that. They looking at the 2-3 from the NCAA, but they not looking at the university like a Michigan or a Stanford. You're not getting in those schools, But unless you're a super duper star for Michigan.
That's super duper star.
Unless you're from Michigan make exception.
I wonder where you went.
Right.
Spartan dog.
Spartan dog.
I know.
What about you, Jesse, man? What would you say? What would you offer to someone that's listening, that's going through the process with their
I would
concern?
just tell the parents and the kids, make sure you control your controllables,
Mhm.
right?
Sure.
Make sure that you're doing the research on the coaching staff, the university, because the university is going to do what the university is going to do. At the end of the day, it's a machine. It's going to crank it out. We've been unfortunate to have to deal with coaching changes
Mm-hmm.
twice
Mm-hmm.
with my one son. Actually by the same guy. One was kind of voluntary, and the second one was, I don't know what you want to call it, but we'll stay PG because we're on the podcast. You
Hey, we
know,
can curse on here, man. You good?
a lot of those situations though would derail a young man's career, right?
Sure.
Uh, if he didn't have a strong foundation, a strong base, parents behind him, giving them the picture of what's important.
Mm-hmm.
My youngest son, let's use him as an example. He graduated in 3 years, and I think that's lost out there. And he
Oh,
also graduated with honors.
mm-hmm.
So it can be done. You can do both. You can have it both ways. You can be a great player and be a great student. It just opens more doors for you. I just think that's lost out there right now.
It's true. It's true.
It's tough, man. But I mean, that's why you guys is on here, so we can kind of paint a way for these people here and help them understand the recruiting process and what it means to us. Now, how, as a parent, do you guys choose the place you want to go to? What is your plan? So you sit down with your boys and you talk about the university, because me and Mang talk about this quite a bit. How do you choose, or how do you have your son pick the right school?
Yeah, when you were first going through the process, let's start with you, man. How did the first school that your son went to, what was the process for that?
So you got to start with the offers first, right?
Sure.
Right.
So there's offers, and then there's committable offers. There's, whatever you want to call them, starter offers. I mean, there's everything out there. So you go through your whole recruitment process. I think when you get down to the final straw is, who's actually really recruiting you, one,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then who's offering you what you're looking for from an academic piece and also from a football piece. Everybody's priorities are different. Some kids want to get on the field early. Some kids want to just go to a school and just play football. Some kids are looking at it strictly from who's going to offer me more money.
Mm-hmm.
So it really comes down to what's important to that kid and that kid's family. So for the Mangums, it was really like, well, okay, where can we get a great education? Where can he get on the field, early? And who's going to give him the best opportunity for life after football as far as an alumni base and just networking. So that's what went into the process when we chose school.
Love it. How about you, Sean?
Same thing, like Mang said. First, you got to figure out what's committable to you, right? And you move forward with that process. One of the things I would say for kids is find out if that coach is going to be there. I mean, you could be in love with that coach left and right, but a lot of these coaches, and I remember the whole Damon Webb. I'm not Damon Webb, but Mike Weber, right?
Weber.
The coach just up, jump, and left him,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So,
Coach Drake.
I mean, and it happens, man. It happens so much. Like, even with Xavier, went through 3 DB coaches in like no time.
Right.
So, that's one of the things. But to Mangum's, point, grades, are you going to see the field? Do they have your major, right? And the bond you have in the environment. I mean, all of those play into a part of picking a school.
Now, understanding this, man, do it makes a difference? Because do you going for the coach or you going for the school?
That's
Because
tough. It's hard. It's easy to tell a kid to go for the school.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy for us to say go for the school. But
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about 16, 17, 18-year-old kids
Mm-hmm.
who are developing bonds with these adults.
Correct.
And these adults, they don't necessarily care the way you care because they up and going at the next best opportunity, right?
Bingo.
Right? They
Right.
looking for their next best opportunity out of there. They trying to make the most money they can and to get where they need to be. So, I mean, it's tough. It's tough to say that. I mean, yes, I would say go to the school for the education, but it's tough to tell a kid that when the person he's been talking to been connecting with him for so long.
Something that I've always told young men and women when you're going through the process, you're going to be there 3 years at the minimum, right, guys? So, is there
In the old days, nowadays you
well,
might
in the
only
old
be there a
days,
semester.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm saying something. Yeah, that's a good point. But that's something I've said in the past is this somewhere where you see yourself? Something happens with football, you get hurt. Maybe your first, second year. Is this somewhere where you see yourself continuing, like you said, Rashawn, with the school? Is that somewhere you want to be? Because here's two things, guys. Like you said, Rashawn, you like the coach or whatever. Well, to your point, coaches may not be there.
Yep.
Coaches leave in the middle of the night.
They're
Second
not
point is
going to be there.
right. Second point is
9 times out of 10.
9 times out of 10, right? Right. So, and you don't know who's coming behind you because guess what? It's the coach's job is to recruit your replacement. So you can see the depth chart in front of you, but you can't see what's coming behind you. You know what I mean? So to your point, with NIL money and all these different, different rules now, yeah, things have definitely changed. So
And it's so important to choose the right venue, only because that 9 times out of 10 you go to a school, that coach is not going to be there.
correct.
So you got to be able to be in your game to play and win. It's difficult now. Like Mangum said, it's different because 98% of the time, if that coach Reggie Wins leave Michigan, probably 5 or 6 of them guys going to leave too.
Correct. Changes the whole program.
Yeah, but they're not understanding. Parents don't understanding. They act hastily and leave, not realizing that, wait a minute, I'm losing 20 credits. So now I had a year to graduate. Now I got 2.
See?
Yes.
So,
And then-
Reg, so
and
I'm
then-
in a unique situation, Reg, to kind of speak on that a little bit, right?
Mhm.
So obviously, my young son originally committed to Michigan State. We went there, obviously, out of a relationship built, with the previous coach. The education was fantastic as far as what they were offering. Coach Barnett, it was his position coach, just a great human being. Can't say enough great things about, Coach Barnett. Obviously, circumstances happen, and the coaching staff gets let go. So now, with that said, this goes back to what I was saying earlier. You got to control your controllables, right? So if you're not on track to graduate when you want to graduate, if your grades are not intact and you're not where you need to be, when that new coaching staff comes in and they evaluate you and you're not a fit for their scheme, or, you had a few off-field issues, right? Or they just make a business decision saying they want to go in a different direction. Anything can happen in this new world. And like you said earlier, if you're not academically prepared or in a position to go someplace, it doesn't matter if you go into the portal, you're going to get lost. So, and then as far as, like we were saying earlier, the fan base, right? The fan base is going to be the fan base. They're going to cheer for their university, regardless of who the kid, who the next number one comes through there, 5, 10, 15, whatever. They're avid fans for their university. I expect that 100%. But sometimes they get a little personal when it comes to the kids. And my thing is this. Okay, that's cool. You can be personal. But at the end of the day, this is what I know from the Mangum's perspective, right, Reg?
Right. That's
We're going to have a Spartan Dog degree, because we're going to graduate from Michigan State. And then we're also going to have a University of Michigan master's degree. So we're going to be a Michigan man.
Right.
So we can have the best of both worlds. And who else can put themselves in that position?
That's right. Ryan Griffin, who we just mentioned, that's our guy.
Oh, yeah.
His son is at Louisville doing his thing, man. And he said, like Mang said, control the controllable. Find a school and make the best of it. The only consistency will be your work ethic, regardless of the coaches on staff. So 100% agree with that, Ryan.
Because that's the same philosophy. If you get picked up in NFL, you're still going to have to work through everything.
Regardless.
Only difference is you're getting a nice check. But like Mangum said, it's different time. So they paying your butt now, too, at just as much as the NFL, right? So we just got to keep educating our people and our babies because do not chase the NFL. That's right. Chase the education, NFL will fall to suit. Now, if your coach, because Goldsmith had an issue where the coach literally did not like his son. And I got involved, kind of make a phone call, and did not like him. Well, I don't like his size. He's not playing for me. and by far the best defensive back, or one of the best defensive back he had. But he didn't win, and we had to leave.
Well, who was coach? That was at Colorado State, right?
Colorado State.
Now, who was the
absolutely.
coach there?
So the original coach who recruited him was Eric Lewis.
Okay.
And that was Zabe Guy. That was Zabe Guy. He left less than a month from when we got there. He went to Boston College.
Okay.
And then we got linked up with Anthony Perkins, who was right. Who else did he coach?
Bronson.
Bronson.
Yeah, Bronson, Ohio University.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
so-
Yeah.
So Bronson would hit Zabe up like, oh man, in for it.
Right.
In for it. But it's experiences, you go through in life.
Yeah.
And he just didn't like side. He like all bigger DBs.
Yeah.
And that stuff happens.
Yeah, that's true.
But when
It
you
does.
marginal height, you have to be a grinder. Skill set is there, but you have to work because of the fact every day they trying to replace you because of your size.
That's what I said. Period. Not just because of your size, but period. All right.
And
So-
not even
Also,
that.
Reg, when you got
Not
a new
even
coaching
that.
staff, man, they like what they like, right?
Oh, absolutely.
That's the key. And
Yeah.
even if you go to a coach's, to the university's coaches' websites, right, to the coaches page, and you read their whole biography or whatever, it's a resume. It's a resume for them, who they brought in, who they've created, who they've done. So a lot of times you're not their kid.
True.
Regardless of anything, you're just not their kid.
That's true.
And
Especially
they're
if you
building
lose.
their resume in the process.
Especially if they're losing. How many times have we heard a
Right.
new coach coming in, they throw the kids under the bus. These aren't our kids, we recruited. So, yeah, we know the game. We know how it works, unfortunately.
And it's tough though, but I mean, we have to put real live situations on the table so they can understand and respect what's going to happen to them. Now, the problem is that there's no more Mangums and Goldsmith and Reggie Wins anymore. Tough ass people deal with tough shit. Now, what's happened is the parents and the kids is packing their bags just because the fact is that he broke his toenail and he can't play because he don't like the jerseys. And they leaving. They're leaving. They don't give it a chance. And then that's why you have so many damn guys in the portal, still in the portal,
Can't get out.
can't get out because the fact is that you didn't do shit where you was at the other place.
Yeah.
So we got to be on. We got to make sure we pay attention. If you don't know you're losing 40 credits, come on, call me.
Yeah.
Right.
I just think each situation is different, So Rashawn's son's situation may have been different than Mangum's. You know what I'm saying? There's no, one size fits all, especially in today's recruiting of college football. So let's shift the gears and let's bring Bryce Underwood into this whole situation. What's going on in Michigan? And you guys can chime in on this. And so for those that don't know, Bryce, the number one player in the country, QB for Belleville. He's number one rated prospect, and he's committed to LSU. But supposedly, Michigan has $5 million on the table, and they just had a lot of U of M fans come to the last Belleville game dressed in U of M garb to help recruit him to the University of Michigan.
But
Reg, what's your thoughts on
let's clarify it.
Sure.
Michigan never put the money on the table.
Okay.
They have some outside investors
Of course.
that put the money on the
Of
table.
course. However you want to term it. It's
Yeah,
to get
but
it still works out the same.
Well, it works out the same, but I don't want Michigan get the punch in the throat.
Oh, yeah. We
You know what I mean?
understand that.
Because everybody don't know exactly what's
Right.
going on. But now,
Right.
you said $5 million. I heard $10 million.
Well, somebody told me 20 now.
You know what I mean? So,
That's crazy.
$20 million.
I mean, the recruiting process has gotten ridiculous with that piece, right? You talking NFL now. You might as well be in the NFL. But, I mean, blessings to the kid, though. He's a great talent, right?
No doubt.
Blessings to the kid. But I don't think no high school is worth 20, But I say get your money.
Get your money.
Where you
Well-
can get your money. And,
Now-
In this capitalistic society that we live in, man, get your bread. I don't believe anybody's worth it, but you better believe if Derek Denham Jr. can get that 20 mil, what we thinking about?
right.
Because you're going to school to do what, guys? You get an education so you can make
Make a
bread,
living,
right?
yeah.
Hell, I can go buy Cleary University, so we can figure that out. But in all seriousness, what you think, Mangum? What you think about Well, your son is at Michigan, so I'm sure you would love to have him there.
Oh, I definitely think that he would be a great addition to the team. I mean, I would say this to the young man, and I would also say this to his parents, right? It's something that they're going to have to sit down as a unit, and look at the pros and the cons, and they're literally going to have to silence the noise that's out there, and they're going to have to make the best decision for their family.
Right.
And it could be staying at LSU, it could be going to Michigan, and guess what? It might be another school that comes out there out the blue. It's just what's going to be the best for him and his family, and sometimes that's lost in translation, I think, right?
True. That's
So hopefully they got a good, strong support system, and he has a good backing, and he makes the best decision for himself.
Hey, Mangum, Jeff, he didn't give us last name, but he said that all of Jaden's credits transfer from MSU to Michigan.
Yes, they did. So what they have in the state of Michigan is what is called the I think it's interstate transfer rule.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 77 universities in the state of Michigan as part of this treaty, which has nothing to do with athletics.
Mm-hmm.
It is all strictly academic. And so by Jaden transferring from MSU to the University of Michigan, all of his 90 credits transferred to the University of Michigan. And this season we was able to take 12 credits, which were electives, and those are going to transfer back to Michigan State, and we walk across that stage in Michigan State in December.
Ooh,
That's why I tell everybody, control your controllables, right?
That's pimping the game, bro.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Pimping the game right there, flat out.
That's knowing the system, though. That's knowing
No
the
doubt.
system. A father.
No doubt.
Our family took a lot of heat for that move.
Of course.
And, my son took a lot of heat, for that move, and it's just the ignorance of the people that were speaking on it,
Right.
because they didn't know the full details. This is actually the first time that I've spoke out about it.
We got the exclusive right here.
Yeah, so it's it's just a blessing that we handled our business that we were supposed to handle, and where people thought that they were going to control the narrative, right, and control the outcome of the young man, as far as the university is controlled, right, and the coaching staff. It's like, nah, as I tell Reggie all the time, I always hold that big joker. You're just not going to do my babies any old type of way. I just can't. I can't allow you to do that.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what Bryce got to do. He got to make sure nobody else is controlling his narrative, right? He got to take control of this process, because it's a lot of people that's going to try to latch on to him because of that money.
Well, latch on, and when he fell, step on. Okay,
That's right. Step away. Step back.
away. So, what I'm thinking is this, guys. I'm thinking he's almost shit. He can't pass that $10 million up. All right, he can't pass it up. Now,
I'm not gonna, hey Reg, I'm not gonna say he can't pass it up. It's what's best for the young man. We passed up a whole lot of money at other schools to go to the University of Michigan.
I agree.
Let me make sure I put that out there. There was more money elsewhere.
That's right.
But sometimes you got to do what's in the long game. It's the long game, not the short game.
Well, can I be devil's advocate, gentlemen? Because I generally play that role on this show here. Seeing that my coach, no. But anyway. But like I said earlier, if it's 5, if it's 10, if it's 20, that's a lot of money. NFL ain't promised. He could, let's knock on wood, wherever it's at. But he could go to LSU or Michigan, man, and LSU and, break a leg, can't play again. So at the end of the day, it's about setting yourself up and your family, man. And if it's $5 million, if it's done correctly, it can go a long way to take care of his family. You know what I'm saying?
What LSU giving?
I understand they was offering 3, but then I'm hearing they're trying to match whatever they're getting from Michigan. Now here's the deal. Here's the deal. We would love to have him here in Michigan.
Definitely.
Okay. Now, if you get that much money, you need to control the narratives. Like you say, control the narratives. Because now you need a what? Offensive coordinator. You need a quarterback coach. All right. Hey, listen. And you need 2 goddamn going receivers just to help catch the damn ball.
That's true.
So now you gotta dig deep now.
But you don't need that to get the money. You need that to be successful.
But
being a quarterback.
Right. And I agree. But you want to win. You just don't want to go to Michigan.
Definitely.
Because now, I'm gonna say this: if they give Mr. Underwood $5 million, I'm hoping he do that. Sharon Moore might have 1 year left on his contract. They're gonna scrutinize the hell out of him. And the thing about it is, there are going to be a lot of kids walk out of that damn locker room.
Yeah.
Now that's why I said Michigan didn't offer that money.
Right. There's somebody on their behalf. Correct. Correct.
Well, I wouldn't even say behalf, but I just said somebody else want to do a good favor.
Yeah, right. We know how it works.
But it's going to be hard to turn the money down.
No doubt.
I would like to see him here because we do have good football players in the state of Michigan.
Correct.
Hey, Goldsmith, how many first-round draft picks we missed out of Michigan?
Oh man, sheesh. I mean, Sauce Gardner. You talking about Sauce Gardner?
Oh yeah,
right.
Darius Robinson.
Yeah, Darius. They let him slip. I saw Darius too at the Arizona game. I was at the Arizona Lions game, and I hollered at him.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good seeing him. That's a big fella.
Yeah,
missed out on him. I mean, that's what we do, though. I mean, that's what Michigan does. They go out to Florida, Georgia, and everywhere else instead of staying home controlling their state.
You gotta win your guys in state. That's just a key. Any
you got to
successful. You got to.
That's what made Miami so great.
Correct.
Correct. Help me understand this. Why in the hell we couldn't take out of 3/4? We had 3 dudes in the last 5 years out of the state of Michigan. I'm talking about QBs: Bryce Underwood, Dante Moore.
Yeah.
And you can say what you want to say. That damn Isaiah Marshall was up there.
And Carr. And
CJ Carr.
Celine, yeah.
But my point is, you took some bums. I'm talking
about you. I don't know, man. That
young kid, the freshman, though.
No, that freshman there is good, man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. But you couldn't take one of the kids here, CJ Carr. You couldn't take Isaiah Marshall. You couldn't take Dante Moore. Right. You couldn't offer him 20 packs of donuts and some bagels and shit.
Yeah, Dante Moore. Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
like we were saying earlier, though, Reggie, right? It's just preference, right? Every school likes what they like, right? Every coaching staff likes what they like. And this is what I would also say about Michigan, right? The season hasn't went as well as the expectations that were out there, right?
Well, Jess, can I chime in on that real quick before you get started? Because when you take a Jim Harbaugh that leaves ups and goes like that and just goes to the NFL and everything that came behind that and players leaving, blah, I think that's kind of, to me, I didn't expect Michigan to be that good this year just based on him leaving and the things that came behind him. Would you agree with that?
Definitely. I mean, I didn't think they was going to be defending the national. Yeah, they wasn't going to defend the national championship. Okay. That's what you was asking me. But sure. I did not expect the season to go the way that it's going.
Right. They thought 9-3, 8-4.
Wow.
Yeah, most definitely. But what a lot of people don't understand, though, Goldsmith, I see you throwing that up in my face because we talked about that earlier. I feel you. But there was a lot of injuries. There's a lot of things that go along with the season, right?
Sure.
So, you throw in the injuries, right?
Will is basically shutting it down for the rest of the year. Let's call it what it is.
Right. And then you got inconsistent play. Yep. Right, in all 3 phases. I'm not just going to sit up here and beat up on one side of the ball because there's blame to go all over the place.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, here's a great example. Here's night and day. You look at Michigan, you thought they were going to be better than what they were. You look at Indiana, and they just come out of nowhere to go 9-0 or 10-0 now. And all of that comes down to the players buying in, believing in what the coaches is, saying and preaching, the game plan, right? Playing for one another, laying it on the line, as we always say out here for our brothers. There's nothing I wouldn't do for Reggie Wynn, Goldsmith and all that. They're my guys, right? They're family.
Mm-hmm.
I say that to say this, a lot of people say that and it's shallow. It doesn't really mean nothing,
sure.
Right? And you see that with the different teams. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that, Michigan doesn't have that, this and that, but obviously you lose that many guys, you lose that coaching staff, you got a whole new staff on there. They got to get their philosophy. They got to get their hands around those players. You add on the injuries, all of those things, factor into the season because they lost a lot of close games, guys. They got blown out by a couple, but there's a couple that they lost. Big Mo, right? Who's going to make that play? See, in the past, you had a Blake Corum. You had the other gentleman that was the receiver.
That receiver,
yeah. You had guys that you could make hey, I'm about to call you. What's that old saying, Reg? coaches don't call plays; they call plays for players.
Yes.
That's it.
Yep.
You know,
No, I totally agree, guys. But unfortunately, even in this world of coaching, sometimes other factors come into play. Being a brother, so he may not get, unfortunately, the opportunity that someone else might get.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But I think he's going to survive the year. I think they'll give him another
Oh
year.
no, he's a winner. I'm a Sharon Moore fan.
Okay.
Because I've been knowing him since he was a GA, and he
Sure.
was a dog then, and
Okay.
now he's a bigger dog because he got the bigger boots on. Now I just need him to go ahead and do what he got to do, change the narrative in the recruiting department, which he's doing right now.
But I'm saying he may not. What I'm saying this year he's going to survive.
Oh,
I
he
think
will
that's
survive.
pretty much. But I'm saying next year, if he has a similar year, he may not survive.
hey, I'm going on record right now. We ain't gonna have a record like this next year.
Okay.
Hey, y'all need some young blood in that recruiting department. That's what y'all
They
need.
do.
Well,
They do. They do.
well,
They need some go-getters, man,
Right,
and they need to get some go-getters in there. And so I do know as we speak, they are making some adjustments, and we need some help there because we losing too many players to other schools. So
But Reg, you know, the thing is this. A recruiter can bring them all the kids in the world. It's up to them coaches to pull the trigger.
no doubt.
it's true.
So, you know, them recruiters could possibly be bringing them those kids. That's on the coaches, not, you know, too. So you got to always look at that.
Hey, as a general manager of a program, a director of recruiting, you have to know about Bryce Underwood. He's the dude. Hey, you blind or you ignorant? Get out your damn feelings. It ain't about you. It's about the program, bro.
Right.
And I heard conversation about Bryce. Well, we was waiting. What you waiting on?
Right.
That baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Reggie, because you've been in the game, right? I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there since nobody's talking. Michigan schools have a tendency not to recruit in the state of Michigan. We all agree with that. We know that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes is that based off of the relationship with that high school coach that was at that high school at that present time?
That could be the case.
That could be a factor.
That could be the
That
case.
could definitely be it.
But I know for a fact when Ryan English was there, Ryan wanted to recruit guys down in California. I mean, he's from California. That's what he wanted to do. So I think it comes down to a lot of guys. Deion Sanders says where are the best players? Florida. So I think it comes down to preference of that for that coach too.
Well, see, and I agree, but I'm a recruiter. Shit, if Mangum is in Florida and
no
Alaska,
doubt.
I know
doubt.
I'm finding the
No
dudes.
doubt. No doubt.
And that's where you're gonna win.
No doubt.
Alabama does that.
No doubt. Yeah. They take kids.
Georgia does it.
from
Georgia's
wherever.
out here now recruiting our tight end
Yeah.
from Saline.
That's true.
And they trying to get him to commit to Georgia.
That's true. That's true.
That's sad, actually. I mean, that's sad on Michigan schools' part.
Well, Michigan is all over him, but Georgia is all over him and all over his parents and all over his sister and making sure he come to Georgia.
I think what they've got to do, man, even if they don't come, at least put the offer out there for the politics. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Because you ain't going to get fired.
That's my point.
Bryce Underwood.
That's my point. So at least at the end of the day, hey, we offered them. Now I may like somebody else better, but at least I offered them. You have to at least act like you in the play, you in the game for them, so to speak.
Hey, I got something. I want Michigan to call Devin Gardner. Bring Devin Gardner to be a quarterback coach at their university, and then do whatever you got to do with Bryce Underwood and bring him on as a quarterback.
Like that.
And let Bryce play freshman because Devin got a lot of information that he can share with Bryce. I don't know what happened early days with Bryce and Devin.
Sure.
Maybe you may not like Devin, but I know damn well he is a really good quarterback.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
Coach.
No doubt about it. I mean, he had Dante under his wing for a long time.
Yeah, he had Dante.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a hard ass, but
Oh,
he's
yeah,
good.
but you got to be. I mean,
He's
come
good.
on.
He's good. So
Ryan Griffin says some schools believe they can come in the 11th hour. Some kids don't feel the genuine love. Michigan is one of those schools. That's what Ryan Griffin.
that's true. He's been through it.
Yeah. We all been through it. All of our kids, kids we work
I
with.
can tell you a story on this.
Sure.
So Michigan State hits me up when Kalen King and Kobe King, I think it was going into their senior year or They were trying to get him to flip.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you think they'll flip over from? I was like, man, I doubt it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why didn't you guys offer him when we said offer him?
See?
Oh, we wanted this one. We were just
Yeah, I
wanted this
remember that.
one. Like, no, they're a package deal, man. They twins. These are twins. You gotta grab them both. You don't just go to one. So just crazy. It was just madness, and that's to Ryan's point. They come at the last minute thinking they can just grab a person.
Because they're Michigan. Right.
That was Michigan State who did that with.
Michigan State.
Twins.
Wow.
Michigan
Okay.
State did that with
the Twins.
the Twins. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, everybody want what they want. I can't get pissed off what they want. But then I don't want to hear you complaining later
See?
after, like,
There
man,
you
you
go.
missed all these divisions, you missed all these first rounders. Yeah, you did.
KJ.
Yeah,
They did the same thing with KJ.
They didn't like KJ's
Size
and
and
everything.
then at the last minute, hey man, can you have him
No.
call us?
Right.
That's
Right.
over, player. It's over. It's over. So
I mean, this recruiting game is different, guys, and you guys been through it more than I have. But this recruiting game is crazy, and you need good people, support team,
yes.
and thank God Bryce has that on his side, that he has support from his mom
Dad.
and dad, and then we just need to just get out the way and let him do what he got to do, because wherever he goes, he's going to get the money.
Oh, the money is.
I
money's
want him
there.
to get
Yeah.
the best opportunity to be drafted first round or top 5 pick.
Personally, I think LSU the better fit.
I do too.
Mean, he could be another Jaden Daniels style.
Correct. Correct.
I think LSU is the better fit. But if
do
somebody putting 10 like
Woo.
or 20 million over your head, it's,
Yeah, that's tough.
Now we have to identify a profile. Okay, Jaden Daniels, offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, is a dude. The rumors on the street is that guy is going to be a head coach for next season.
Oh.
He may not be at LSU.
Well,
If that's the case, it changed the narrative.
true, but Brian Kelly is pretty good at finding somebody to come in and develop.
And you're right, but we just said we built on relationships.
True.
that's true.
So I'm hoping Bryce gonna have a great career. Hoping he take them boys Belleville to the state championship, and they got a big ass game this weekend, next weekend, and with CC, and then it's gonna be interesting what will transpire after that, man.
Brandon, Mike, Davison, Dunham, they don't believe in the kids until it's too late. Yeah, and that's what we were saying, especially in the state of Michigan. You've got to try to at least put it out there that you want these guys in your backyard. Because, again, everybody has ego. The other kids are looking at it. People talk. It's a small community. And, yeah, so they got to do a better job with that moving forward.
So, Go Smith. All these offers you guys have, Mangum, your boys, and your boy had. Man, when do you know what's for them? What is their profile? Because everybody can't play at Michigan. Because you have a Michigan offer, that don't mean you can play at Michigan.
Good
That's
point.
right.
Or it doesn't. Well, what you're trying to say, Reds, let me help you out. You may not get you got the offer. You can go to Michigan, but doesn't mean you may not get on the field early.
No, baby. I'm saying exactly
Well,
what
you
I'm
said
saying.
it.
If you get an offer, because a lot of people getting offers,
Right.
and you might not be able to play at that university. But do that mean you can't get
Well,
to NFL?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You may be able to go to Bowling Green and get on the field early, which may mean that you can do your thing to get to the NFL. Because if you can't get on the field, you can't. 9 times out of 10, you're not
That's
getting to the NFL, right? So that's what I was trying to
So,
clarify.
and you're right. Well,
Okay.
but here's my question, Goldsmith and Mangum. Who is that person in your life or your child's life that's going to direct them to that university? Because
that's me. I mean, that's me.
yeah,
I mean, the parent, somebody, that's going to tell them, the hard truth and not a slow lie, right? I mean, you can call up any of my boys and they'll tell you flat out that sometimes they think that I'm, a little too, I don't know what's the right word. That's raw, But one thing I tell
With
them,
an a-hole.
yeah, I mean, I've been called a lot, but as I tell them now, I'd rather have them hate me now and love me later.
Love it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love
because at the end of the day, I'm here to do, to do what's in the best interest for you long term.
to guide them. Correct.
Yeah, and you might not see that right now, right? Because you see the new shoes, the nice locker rooms, the pretty stadiums, and all that. But when them lights go down and you lay your head on that pillow at night, are you going to be comfortable with your decision?
So Mangum, let me ask you this. I'm gonna put you in the hot seat. You Bryce Underwood's dad. Right now, everything's on the table. I'm gonna up the ante to 10 million, just for the hell of it. What do you tell Bryce?
I would tell Bryce, that's a lot of money to pass up, and at the end of the day, I don't have to walk that campus to go to class. I don't have to go in that weight room to lift. I don't have to deal with those coaches on a 24/7 basis. That he's the one that's going to be fighting those battles every day. I'm just kind of in the background, giving him that guidance. But he has to go where he feels comfortable. But if I'm a family, if I, just keep this a being.
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, I'm not on my knuckles like that, right? But if I was on my knuckles and I was eating mayonnaise sandwiches and Miracle Whip sandwiches and things of that magnitude, you doggone right. I'd probably say take the money.
Good point.
That's why I say everybody's circumstance is different.
That's a good point.
And so I don't know what that young man's circumstances are.
Because you don't have to chase the money, so to speak. And like
That's
you said,
correct.
some kids sleeping on the mattress, mamas. Yeah, so
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I mean, you talking about when these kids are going to these schools with these NIL deals and this help me out, Goldsmith, was it the stipend money that they're getting? A lot of times they're sending that money back home to the family.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, look at that young man. It's the safety up at State that
At State,
my mom
yeah.
passed away out the blue, and now he's got the responsibility of 5 siblings at a young age.
Yeah.
You know what? Kudos to that young man to be, to have the courage or whatever, the wherewithal, just to step up to be that guy.
Yeah, be that guy.
And congratulations to the support staff around there that's, stepping up and helping that young man, at least so they can have some form of normalcy in their life.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Goldsmith and I and Reggie, we didn't have to chase the money. We were, we're blessed
Right.
in certain degrees of that, but other people's situation, hey.
Let me ask a different question. I'll ask you this, Rashawn. Because your son started off at Colorado State. He ended up at Utah, correct?
Idaho State.
I don't say.
I
And
don't
then
know.
he on staff at Utah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, right. So let's do this in reverse. When did you know as a family when to leave the prior school?
Ooh, okay.
I mean, when it's just the communications. If they don't want you there, you will know. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, there's no reason to stay around, right? It's no reason. So what they'll voice it. I mean, especially your position coach, he'll let you know. They'll let you know. At that point, but before you leave, make sure you got your ducks in a row. But don't, like Reggie said, a lot of these people are in these transfer portals and they're stuck with nowhere to go. So I mean, that's where the Reggie wins and people like that come into play. Don't just up and say I'm
Don't
hitting
be
the
abrupt.
portal. I'm
Right.
hitting the portal, and then you know about it later on. So
And
So
you
to add on that, I would tell the young man, don't fall for the okie doke.
Yeah.
Because sometimes coaches will just bring you into their office and tell you, hey, you're not going to play here, or I don't see you being no more than a fourth string or supporting type of kid, to force that kid to go into the portal.
Yes.
That's
So
right.
I've been on both sides of that coin, right?
Mhm.
I've had a coach, basically tell my son that he couldn't, dress out for the team. His last season at a university with a brother on the squad. I'll let y'all put the pieces together on that one.
Got it.
And they might have thought they had us over the barrel. So then I was a bad guy because I was like, okay, you do my one son that way. I'm not. What will you do to my other son? And as I was explained by them, it's different circumstances. No, it's not different circumstances. You knew the situation going in before you made a decision on what it was that you wanted to do. And you didn't have no regards to the other brother as far as the decision that you was making, what was best for you and your football program. I respect that, right? Because that's their right and that's their choice. But you need to also respect me as a father and as a man that I'm gonna do what's in the best interest for my boys.
Can I ask you? I'm sorry, man. You're done with that. Your point. I'm sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we're good.
I was like, Mang, did you have a plan before you hit the transfer portal?
Oh yeah.
That's the key. Or did you just jump into the transfer portal, or did you have a plan?
You got to have a plan because
Got to
That's
have a
the
plan.
key.
I mean,
That's the key.
well, that goes back to when we first started this program, right? Control your controllables.
Yeah.
You know, make sure your grades and everything are in order, right? Make sure you don't have no off the field issues. You know, Bryce Underwood and these gentlemen is like we said earlier, when you're getting all these offers and you're getting recruited, right? Don't burn no bridges. You know, you was just asking a little while ago, when do you know? I mean, it's just something one day you wake up and it clicks and you know. So what I made my boys do, I made them call every coach. Hey, I'm sorry, Mr. Wins. I just want to thank you for everything that you did for me and what you offered me and opportunity you gave me. But guess what? You know, I'm going to take my talent somewhere else. And I hope this doesn't ruin our relationship. And, you know, maybe I'll see you somewhere else. Because, hey, you don't know where these guys are going to end up.
That's right.
Hey, guys, we talked about this before, right?
Yep.
That's right.
People burn bridges all the time.
And then they end up being your position coach a year later.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the NFL.
NFL or college. Hey, I want to ask you guys this, and this is something that Reg and I we go back and forth on. So I want to bring you guys into this. Let's take it to high school, if you guys don't mind, for a second. So, what do you say to these high school programs? You have a son playing at one of these high schools, and things may not be working out there for whatever reason. You know what I mean? At what point do you say, same situation, guys? Hey, stick this shit out, excuse my language, or you say, you know what, man, look, I can do better than this. I'm looking for opportunity. Hey, you guys got just two guys in front of me, you know, it's not working out. I want to go to a different school. What's your guys' philosophy on that?
Well, I believe you got to touch the field in order to get to the next level. So you got to get on the field. So, I mean, you got to be honest with yourself, too, on where your talent level is at, right? Because a lot of people believe that they Power 5.
No doubt. No doubt about it. No doubt.
Everybody believe they Power 5.
Everybody does.
Try to have talks with them like, come on, man. That's not the case. You know, he's not Power 5.
Sure.
But it's a matter of us being honest, and also, like Reggie, if you deal with him, be honest with him. Be honest.
Transparent.
Yep, transparency is big.
Well, some of these parents are more delusional than the kids, though.
That's correct.
You know, and so to kind of answer that question, I would definitely say you got to go. You know, like Ghostman said, you got to get on the field first of all. If you have an opportunity to go anywhere, right? You got to play. So if you don't have an opportunity to play at one school and you get an opportunity to play someplace else, then by all means, take advantage of it. Just make sure that you handle your business the way it needs to be handled. Because with the transfer rules in high school now, if you don't make that move, you don't do it the right way, you're going to be deemed ineligible, right? So you done made a move on an emotional decision, and you done strapped your kid where he has to sit out for a year.
That's right.
That's right.
Those are things. Those are things that parents need to look at. I mean,
That's right.
I was accused of a prominent high school football coach. I'm not going to say his name, but you said earlier on the show that was your guy.
Yeah.
That when I came to the state of Michigan, I used the city, for my kids and the recruitment aspect of it, right? Because I didn't send my youngest boy to Cass Tech.
Sure.
That's right.
Okay, my youngest boy wasn't built for Cass Tech. Let's make sure that we put that out there. And that has nothing to do with football. It has to do with everything else outside of that.
Sure.
So as a father, once again, you make a decision what's best for your kid, right? Cass Tech was definitely the best spot for my son Jaron and my daughter Kayla. It wasn't the best spot for my son Jaden.
Wow.
So I sent Jaden to Groves.
Right.
A lot of people didn't understand that move.
Yeah.
But it's not for them to understand.
No doubt.
Right. Another man telling you what to do with your kid.
You understand what I'm saying? As I try to tell some of these coaches, man, they got a father. I don't need you to be a father figure to them. They got a daddy.
Well, so it sounds like what I'm hearing is at the end of the day, you're going to get the blame. You're going to probably get the credit. You got to do what's best for your child.
Facts.
Right?
But just to add.
Reggie, go ahead. Go ahead.
To add, because we're just talking about schools pushing you out.
Sure.
They will do that. I had a coach at one of these schools that pushed out one of my kids and tried to make him leave. Your scholarship
High school
is
or college?
1 year. College. Your
College.
scholarship is 1 year.
Correct. Renewable.
It
Correct.
is.
They
It
trying
is.
to get them out of there in December so they can get another additional guy in.
Of course.
You don't have to leave until at the end of the school year.
Right.
They got to pay for that whole full school year.
Right.
Right.
People understand that. They just try to force them out. Don't let them force you out until you have a place to transfer.
That's true.
All right? Wait till
But
May.
Reg, I'm hearing when a coach come in, when they first come in, they got up to a year to chop their roster down.
That's facts. They do.
They got up to a year to chop it.
But
So
they can keep that kid on. They keep that kid on scholarship,
That's
but it
right.
doesn't count towards the 85.
85, that's correct. Because it's past last year.
That's
so
correct.
we'd be, but a lot of people don't understand that. They can force you out because I understand this. I'm saying this for a reason because the new rule of the 105, they're going to force you out, guys. They're going to try to force you out. So don't force you out. Find a place first. If it's December or it's April or May, find a place first. All right? If
Well, you got to
about
do your research,
graduate-
Reg. They're saying now it's going semester to semester. When these student athletes become, however you want to call it, employees of the university or however they're going to be labeled, right?
Yep.
You know, word on the vine is now it's semester to semester. So if they don't like how you're performing, you know, on the field or in spring ball, you got off the field issues, or, you know, you might be having some issues academically, you know, word is that they can cut you after one semester now.
And that's true. That's what the NCAA is trying to do, but that don't take place until next year. See, here's the problem. NCAA is for NCAA. They don't give a rat's ass about us,
No doubt.
about
Right.
our kids.
No doubt.
So you guys got to get information, much as you possibly can, and help yourself, inform yourself that these rules, man, are bad. They're not for us. So we got to ask questions.
Hey, educate yourself, parents. That's what I tell them all the time. Educate yourself.
A good, all of our friend of the show and all of us on this podcast. Hey, KJ Mama, Miss Tanya Gooding said hello, everybody. Make sure
Hey, tell her hello, hello.
what up, what up, what up, what up?
Kaylin.
Hey, Lon Gervin, Guru.
That's
Hey,
my boy.
hey, Rashawn. Now I did claim that Guru, but you know we'll have that debate one another time. But
I want to touch. I want to go back a little bit, and we talked about Belleville.
sure.
New staff is just
Yes,
some weird stuff going on, and maybe you can help me, or maybe somebody can call.
Yeah, 248-905-1128. Please call in. We're going to talk about the Belleville coach situation in River Rouge.
with the Belleville situation with co-head coach Trub. Now Trub is a hell of a coach.
Right,
Brother, man.
right,
Trub is a hell of a coach, but Norm was the head coach.
right.
And then I was confused because they just announced that Trub and Norm are co-head coaches.
Right.
And then I've been seeing,
And they're in the third round of the playoffs.
and then I've been seeing, what's it, Connor Stallion on the
Connor
side?
Stallion is the new offensive
Oh
coordinator.
my Lord, dog.
Coordinator. I mean, I don't.
Come on, man.
Is it?
They're in the third round of the playoffs. Now River Rouge is still in it.
Yeah, River Rouge is still in
They're
too.
still
but-
in it too. Okay.
But I mean, I don't understand. I mean, help me out. I mean, who's controlling this? I've been hearing some guys, but I don't know. But I mean, is that true? He's a co-head coach.
All I know, Trub, a great coach.
Sure.
He a great coach. You know, it's tough that they had. Didn't he go to college? I thought he went to and coached college.
Yeah, he did.
did.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
came
Iowa
out.
State.
Yeah, he did. He was at Tiffin and Lake Erie for the Benedict coordinator. But I mean, that young guy is a good coach. So, but they
Yeah,
got
college
Connor
coach.
Stallion. I mean, Connor Stallion was just at Mumford, right?
Mumford. He was at my alma mater.
Michigan. Right. Right.
What does say? By all means necessary, we're gonna win this motherfucker.
Yeah, but I don't
Some
understand.
sign.
Yeah, but you bring a guys in and they're in the third round of the playoffs to make them the head. Like I said, personally, guys, I mean, me and Crowell good. So But on the flip side,
What the Crowell got to do with this?
because you said he's going to
River Rouge.
River Rouge.
I was just talking about Belleville.
Okay, I got you.
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry, but we're talking about both. We're talking about both.
Right, so-
well, Belleville. Well, he was the head coach at Belleville, had the incident, right?
Yeah.
And then some other people took over the program, and now he's going to take over at River Rouge in the third round of the playoffs.
And hey, what's your opinion on this?
If this is true, guys, what you got to say about that?
I mean, is he taking over in the third round?
Yeah,
That's according to
he coached.
Man, that's crazy. That's insane.
He
That-
coached.
You're talking about the Belleville situation, Ghost Smith,
Yeah.
right?
Yep, the Belleville.
Yeah, I heard
Oh, the
that.
Belleville. I thought you were talking
No.
about
We're talking about two situations. So let's
we're
start with
talking
the
about
first.
Belleville.
Belleville, Reg, is go ahead, explain.
Co-head coach, Coach Rogers, and Trubb is the co-head coach, and Coach Norman's over there at Belleville.
So they added two coaches
Yep.
as a co-head coaches, right?
in the third round of playoff.
Yeah. So
how Norman feel about it. That's my thing.
Hey,
Is he good with it?
Hey, you go back and Google that video, you be like, oh, okay. He didn't look happy.
He didn't look happy.
Yeah, but I mean, shit, he can't deny
He
Trubb.
lost to
Damn good
Howell,
coach.
didn't he? He lost to Howell.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's what did him in. Trubb, I don't think was,
He wasn't
Trubb
there.
was like an undefeated man.
So one loss now get you on the chopping block. I mean, I'm just
I
saying.
think
Come
it's
on
who
now.
you lose to. I think it's who you lose to, not one loss.
but it's a regular season. We in the third round of the playoffs.
I ain't saying it's the
Say
right
that
thing.
again.
I ain't saying it's the right thing.
Well, that's what we pay. Well, we ain't paying you, but that's what we. That's why you on the show. What's your opinion?
If I was a head coach, I'd be upset.
You damn right.
I'd be upset.
There you go.
I'd be upset. If I was a head coach, I'd be upset.
There you go.
Now,
Yeah, I'd definitely be upset. I would be upset too.
I understand why. I understand what Trubb credentials is. I understand what Connor Stallion is doing. But why would you bring Connor Stallion to your program? And you
What do you do for Mumford?
Not
a damn thing.
So, but I mean, it's all about that money and that wins. That's okay. I get it. But you're gonna lose some kids next year. So,
well, even the weirder situation is, like I said, bringing Crowell to replace the head coach at River Rouge in the third round of the playoffs.
Well, that's a different.
So is that actually
that's
going to go
different.
down?
If you
Well,
told
that's
me
the rumor, right?
The rumor is Coach Petway has been released of his duties for next season.
Okay.
Coach Petway is still coaching in the playoff.
This sounds like some pro stuff.
I know.
It do.
So now the crazy part about it is Coach Petway has been in the playoff every year at River Rouge since he's been there. Okay. Also, now if you don't remember, and I'm gonna tell everybody, Aaron Marshall, this is what Aaron Marshall went through the same thing. They was trying to relieve him of his duties during that championship time.
And he ended up winning it.
He ended up winning it.
Right.
But now that's what I'm hoping that happened with Petway. Win this some bitch, right?
Wow.
Win it, then get you a Aaron Marshall job, and he got some fiddles. So I just
I don't understand, man.
but people can do what they want to do. They win that in that position, but you got to have some freaking morals, bro.
Got to.
They trying to replace the unreplaceable, which is Corey Parker.
That's true.
You can't replace that man. I mean, just flat out.
Hey, Detroit King plays River Rouge this weekend.
Didn't they play during the regular season, Reg?
I think King beat them.
Yeah.
Right now,
Pretty bad.
right now, River Rouge is hot as firecracker and the hottest fish grease out there. Man. So I really want. I'm rooting for Petway and River Rouge. They come in my 7-on-7. They involved with me. They good family. I really want them to win. I don't know all the details about what I heard. It may not be true, but if 50% of validity, if it's not true, tell me. But I know Petway is a good coach.
Right.
I know that.
Yeah, it's a shame, man, that all these things are happening on the high school level. Like I said, you would think this was some pro stuff, some Bill Belichick, New England Patriot stuff, but Yeah, that's weird. And like I said, hey, Crowell come in, do his thing next year. Cool, great, whatever. But in the middle of the playoffs, man, I unless
No,
something
no,
just
no,
crazy.
he's not coming in the middle of the playoff
Oh, that's why I asked you.
next year.
Oh, what?
That's I said next
See,
year.
I think you were saying
No, he's
okay,
not. He's not
okay,
coming. He's
okay.
going. But I mean, you already got the.
But you already know who's
kids,
coming in for
disrupt,
next
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's Tanya, to your point, that whole situation does sound crazy.
Yeah,
so.
but I mean, but it you know that's what they do. It's all about wins, and I mean, shit, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
They're trying to replace that Parker. They're trying to
Well,
replace
now Goldsmith. Now, one thing you got to give Crowell credit for is he's gonna bring in the kids.
No
Oh,
doubt.
he gonna bring.
Yeah, I
in
mean,
schools,
there's
kids.
there's no doubt that he'll bring a light to that program that they might not. Maybe even brighter than what Corey, Parker had there,
No
right?
doubt about it.
You
No
know,
doubt.
It was that mentorship with Corey Parker. It was the whole package. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
got Corey
yeah,
Parker. You just that's unstop. That was just unbeatable,
yeah,
right?
well,
I mean, Corey Parker took a kid and put him in Clemson. So
yeah. But Crowell's kids, for the most part, they love him too. You know,
No doubt.
Yeah, it is, and like I said, I covered him when he was at Cass and all those DBs that he put in the league.
oh, he a beast.
Oh
He a
yeah,
beast.
yeah, no doubt,
He a beast.
no
He a
doubt.
beast.
So he's going to definitely bring something to the table. You know, when you talk about in the city.
And I understand what the AD was thinking about, but I mean, god damn, man, just wait until the season over. Out of respect,
Yeah, out of respect to your
out of respect
coach.
for your players,
Yes,
man.
yes,
You know, and I'm hoping I'm wrong.
yeah.
But ain't nobody called and told me shit. So, I mean, apparently I'm not wrong. But I mean, I just kind of got in my feeling. But guess what? You can do what you want to do when you driving the car.
Yeah.
You run the program.
Let's do this, guys. Let's shift gears a little bit. And while we got Rashawn and Jesse on the podcast, let's go back, if you don't mind, Reds. Let's go back into the high school football season and let's talk about the playoffs now, guys. Do you guys? Can we kind of make some predictions, Reds? Can we do that? You don't mind? Okay. So, Rashawn, I know you, the guru, part two.
Part two.
Part two. Who you got, man, in Division One?
Man, I like Belleville. I like
okay.
Belleville. But I'm going to sway and go Catholic Central.
Ooh.
Hater.
And guess what? I agree with you. I got CC.
Yeah, I'm a sway and go Catholic Central. Like I said, the Python kid, me and Reg talked about him.
Sure.
He's just a gritty kid, man. You know, just gritty. The classic Catholic Central, right?
Yep.
I mean,
Well
it's gonna be
coached.
tough to beat those guys. It's gonna be tough to beat them.
Okay.
Sometimes talent isn't all, right? Hey, we know that, right, man? From 2015. So
Right.
talent ain't everything, man.
yeah.
I
And
see
I always-
CC.
And I say in the playoffs, and I just said this earlier, to your point, you can have the talent, but it's this time of the year where that a coaching move here, a coaching move there is what can decide a game too. So that's why I'm gonna take no knock on Belleville or whatever, but I'm gonna take CC in that game. What about you? What about you, Mr. Mangan? What's your thoughts?
I'm gonna roll with Belleville, man.
Okay.
I got to roll with Belleville because my boy Elijah Dotson, I played college ball with his dad.
Beast.
So I know the young man, and I just Bryce has won what 2 out of the last 3, right?
Sure has.
Yeah, he the best player in the state.
And my thing is, he's not the best player in the state. He's the best player in the country.
I know I made a mistake. My bad.
So I got the young man. I'm gonna make sure we get it right. So hey, when you're the best guy in the country, right? That means you show up when it matters the most.
There it
He
is.
got weapons. He got weapons around him. So
No doubt.
I expect him to
He
play.
don't have enough weapons because you ain't believing in him.
right.
I hear you talking, Reg. I feel you, but I just gotta. The young man's gonna step up. The duo, as they said, the duo, they're gonna step up. So I'm rolling with Belleville.
Well, Reg had Celine, right?
Well, that's right. But hey, you talking about this pick? I'm picking
You
this.
had Celine.
Well, before I knew Belichick and Morningwig went over there, so I'm going with Belleville to win this one.
I got CC.
I'm going to Belleville.
Yeah, I go CC.
Elijah Dotson's going to be 100%. healthy, free.
Yeah.
Not a mother soul out there gonna check him at receiver.
You,
And,
you
and,
know, and that's funny. I saw him at the Franklin game because I saw Archie and them. They came up to see him play, so he must have been injured. But on Belleville, like I said, I like that number 9 kid, the DN, the one that was supposedly going to Purdue.
Sure.
He caused a lot of ruckus, a lot of problems for the quarterback in that backfield. So I don't know who he is.
Right.
Number 9.
Let's go to Division II, guys.
we got Cass Tech and Dakota.
Oh well, I was going right to the finals to see who Division I, who was going to win it. So I was
Yeah, you were saying who's gonna win it all, Reg? Who's gonna win it all?
let's skip right to the nitty gritty.
Oh, suck it.
we skipped to the nitty
I
gritty.
got you. I'm going with you. I'm
Okay,
following
so
I'm
who you
following
got, Reg? And
I have Belleville there.
you got Belleville to win it all, Division I. Okay, cool. All right, let's go to Division II, gentlemen. Who
Give us the games.
give
us the
who you
game.
got, Reg?
You got Birmingham Groves versus De La Salle.
Mm-hmm.
Orchard Lake St. Mary's versus Gabriel Carlson.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Saginaw Heritage versus East Lansing.
Mm-hmm.
And Byron City versus Portage Central.
Okay. Who you got, Rashawn, to come out as the winner of that?
Oh my gosh! I like that quarterback for Orchard Lake St. Mary's,
Which one?
Gonzalez.
You like
Gonzalez kid.
the Gonzalez kid?
I like the Gonzalez kid.
Okay.
Like you said, Groves is underrated, but I'm gonna go with Orchard Lake.
Well, can I say this to you? 'Cause- Well, go ahead. Go ahead. You got Old Lake?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Orchard Lake.
Okay. Now you know the Gonzalez kid is really the second quarterback. So I'll just
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, who the number 1 kid?
next Alex Axel. He's the starter. So just
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, I'm still go with Orchard
Okay.
Lake.
Okay.
They
Now,
put
don't get me wrong.
an ass kicking on North Farmington and Farmington Hills.
That wasn't too hard to do.
I know it wasn't too hard.
I got my Old Lake hat on, so y'all see, but
Look, he tread lightly.
but this week coming up, they're going to win, and then I think where it's really going to come down to is between, De La Salle and Groves, and then that's where we're going to really see what St. Mary's is about. That's my honest opinion. So
Who you,
go ahead, Reg. Who you got?
I'm going to the left. I'm going East Lansing.
Ooh.
East Lansing, you got a program.
Jace Clarizito.
Okay. All right.
See, I don't know too much about East Lansing over there.
And look at Jace Clarizito.
Right. Reg, you said they got a hell of a running back, right?
That's Jace. Yeah, he's a good running back. I'm just
223 and 4 tutties, right, Reg?
right. See,
Yeah. All right, Jess. What you got? Division II.
I think the winner of that Groves De La Salle game is going to the one that's going to end up winning it all.
Okay. Well, I guess that
I
leaves me.
We know you going. You wearing a damn hat.
I'm wearing the damn hat. But in all fairness, honestly, and I said this before, I think Groves and De La Salle. I got Groves beating De La Salle, and then I think whoever wins out of that Groves, St. Mary's, who I'm definitely riding with St. Mary's, I think will be the Division II winner. So
Okay.
that's my thoughts.
You want to do
Let's
last?
go.
Let's go to Division III. Reg, who we got?
Petoskey, DeWitt,
Okay.
Zeeland West, Forest Hill Central,
Mhm.
Mason, Wall Lake Western,
Real.
River Rouge, and Detroit King.
Ooh wee.
Oh,
Go ahead, Rashawn.
I love Terrell Patrick, so that's my guy.
TP.
TP, that's my boy. Go
Yes,
back
my-
college years.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm gonna go with King.
Love it. Who you got, Jesse?
I'm going to go with King also because, what they was saying in the city, the real season don't start till the playoffs.
It's true.
So, they're rounding in the form right about now. And so I'm going to roll with King.
Who you got, Reg?
I'm gonna go. I've been talking shit. Petway, I'm rolling with you, baby. River Rouge.
Okay.
Woo. I guess that's on me now, huh?
Oh yeah, I know you better get DeWitt.
I'm a TP fan, man. So my heart goes with TP, but my head goes with DeWitt.
Okay.
That's it. I'll leave it there. I'm rooting for those guys, man, at King, but I think DeWitt is tough, man. I just don't think King has played the level, have beaten the level of competition that they've done in the past. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens.
yeah.
Well,
On to the next.
oh, you want the fourth?
Let's end at 4.
All right, hold on. Shamrock Shake. I don't know. No, the fourth position. We got Whitehall versus South Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Niles versus Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Hazlitt versus Goodrich.
Mm-hmm.
I know what y'all gonna pick. Harper Woods versus Luther High North.
Can I just answer for everybody? Harper Woods. Would anybody digress from that? What's y'all thought?
Hey, I'm Harper Woods. I got Kelly Powell.
There it is.
Yeah, I mean Harper Woods is the team to beat.
Dakota Garant.
Yeah, I'm going Harper Woods.
That's it. That's it, right?
Quarterback Nate Rochel over there.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going with Nate.
Yes,
Time,
sir.
hey Nate, it's time for you to show your shit.
That's it.
Let's go, Nate.
Let's go. Look, Dakota. That's my guy. So
Yeah,
think
your
he-
dog.
yeah.
Your dog.
No, he's definitely a dog. 5-star. Sophomore 5-star.
How much he gonna get? You gonna put 10 on the table?
Somebody gonna put it on the table.
Nobody gonna put it on the table?
Right.
Let me
right.
work your NIL deal. Take 3%.
No. I'm taking 38%.
I know.
Kendra Perkins, that 35%. Plus your firstborn.
And I'm gonna tell, hey, mom and dad, hey, take the money. Let's go. By that
Yeah.
time, I mean, real
Hey.
talk. Let's go.
Yeah. What's his name? Like I say, Bryce Underwood. He in a tough position, man.
Yeah, he is.
I wish I had those issues though.
Well, it's a tough position, but it's a position I think we all would love to be in.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I would love to have to make that choice as a father and a
Well,
family. So
And then finally, I just hope Sharon Moore makes the right decision and get the because I'm a Sharon Moore fan. I want him to win, and but we got to do the right shit. So let's do it, baby.
right.
So we
Any-
might end this row.
Anything else, Reg?
Well, I want to talk about some of my dudes.
Yeah, let's do it.
And I had a couple dudes on his end from the last week. Drew Sheraton, man, from Divine Child, freshman, played like a grown man, and I'm proud of him. Drew, he played well this season. Lost to Harper Woods in his last game.
Sure.
But Divine Child is all young. They all coming back. Marcello Savidi, Antonio Vidi, John Carlos coming back. Ray. So they got a lot of teams coming back. So they got a chance to compete with next year with Harper Woods.
Sure.
So, Drew Sheraton and the Byron City. I've been talking about this kid. He just picked up a couple Ivy Leagues. He's going to pick up another offer. I'm telling you, Division I, Power 4 kids or coaches or schools, look at this Isaac Lee kid from Byron City or Byron Center and check this guy out because he can play.
Okay.
All right. And
What position is he?
he plays corner and wide receiver. I think he's a natural corner, 6'1", 4'4", 4'5", 3.93 GPA, and he has the skills to be a dude. So, and that's Isaac Lee.
Okay.
The kid that been most impressive, man, lately, man, and he has Division II offers. Darren Jones from St. Mary's.
Yes, sir.
He been running that ball, man.
No doubt about it.
And
I've been saying that all year.
yeah,
He's
I've been
dude.
watching him, and he's been inconsistent, and he's been running that damn ball.
And let's just say this, he's splitting carries with Goki
Yeah.
over there. That's also doing well, and maybe in another system he may be getting primarily carries. So he's doing everything on limited carries and opportunities. Quite honestly.
The number 1 2025 running back in the state of Michigan is Jace Clarzito from East Lansing.
Okay.
And when he's been playing lights out, I'm calling him Saquon Barkley number 2.
Okay.
Spell his name.
Jay is spelled Claire, CLARIZIO.
Clear Zio.
Claire Zito.
Jake.
Jace, JACE.
All right.
Oh, Guru putting him in the database, Reg. But watch out now.
The guy that I call the spark plug, I call the heart, to pump the blood through the Groves program, and he's just been outstanding, man. Ryan Counts, the quarterback. This is his first time playing on varsity since he's been there.
Ah, okay.
And they had Caden Harding last year, but this kid is dominating.
Okay.
You watch his play actions, you watch his fakes. Ryan been really balling, man. I'm proud of him.
What kind of receivers?
They got some DC. Nick Harding, about 6'2", can run, but I call him Spider-Man. It's Chris Little been catching every damn thing.
Okay.
He been balling.
Okay.
So Avery Gosh over there been kicking butt, and Mario and Noah Sanders, they've been doing a running attack is phenomenal. So Ryan Counts has been that dude. He's
Well
been
coached.
doing. I'm proud of him. The unsung hero, they don't give him the love yet, but they will. I promise you. And Anthony Batanti, the middle backer, quarterback, kicker, punter, cheerleader. He does everything for D-Line style, and don't say nothing to do what he's told.
True.
And Batanti, he's a monster. 6'3", 210, middle backer, quarterback, running
Tough.
back. And he take the pom-poms and go do the cheerleader shit.
They make the popcorn and the
I
hot
know.
dogs too, right?
And then another guy I'm impressed with, man, and he goes to Belleville, is Andre Thomas Jr.
Okay.
That's some biscuit boy. He scored a touchdown more on defense than they do on offense. Every game he gets something.
What number is he?
I think Andre is 0. And
I've seen him.
he's going to Central
I've seen
Michigan.
him.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen that. kid.
He's nice. And then the reason Groves is either in that situation, another reason he's in that situation is Mario Comp. He's the running back. He's right, him and Batman and Robin, Mario and Noah.
Right.
But Mario, nobody knows him. 3.98, 4.0 GPA. He is a dude.
And then they had a big fella that's going to Michigan.
Michigan
right?
Avery Gosh. Avery Gosh is called. He got pancake and syrup. He just pancaking people's shit. I saw him block.
Boy, man.
Hey man, I saw him block a Seahome guy, man, literally on the damn track, bro.
Wow.
And he like, get up here. Come on. I know you, Avery. You the pancake maker, man. Keep it up, man. I'm proud of you, big fella.
Right.
And that was my dudes of the week, man.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be. We're getting down to the nitty gritty.
Well, we're down in. I just want to know who's y'all coaches of the year. Give me one.
Yeah, it's our last segment. So, what you guys got? Start with you, Rashawn.
Got to be probably Sasante right now.
Oh, good call. I was my coach of the year too. Yep. Easy.
What you got, man?
You know, I might have to give it to the old dude over there in Birmingham Groves, Florida, if he can actually win it all.
Good choice. Good choice. Good choice. You got red. I got Sasante from CC. Just what he's doing. I didn't expect for them to be as good as they are, and they had a pretty tough season. They can get past Belleville. Man, how can you not give it to them?
I'm giving it to Trub, Coach Norman.
They win it every year, man.
Hey, no, Trub just got back. I'm giving it to Trub, Coach Norman, Crowell, and Connor Stallion. I'm getting the new them. They come in a package deal.
To everybody, right?
Connor Stallion.
And I'm giving it to them, man. for
Okay.
real.
Okay. All right. Well.
All right, now give me your player of the year.
Oof.
They are.
Bryce.
Yeah, I mean,
You got to go with Bryce.
you gotta go with Bryce. I think that's a no-brainer, Reg.
Yeah, gotta
Number
go.
one player in the country.
Yeah,
Bryce.
you got to give it to Bryce.
Yeah, you got to give it to Bryce.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that was easy.
I'm going with
Bryce Underwood. Go ahead.
no man. I'm going with Jace Claire Zito. The running back. You better watch
Oh,
him.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, number 2.
Hey, well, Saquon ain't won a championship yet, so all right.
Yeah, hey, hey, beat that drum, Reggie. I hear you, baby. Beat that drum.
I love y'all, but hey, that's where I'm going.
Go against the grain. I love you for that. I love you for that. Well, hey, we can't, we'll see what happens in the end. But as always, gentlemen, man, we appreciate you, Rashawn and Jesse, man, for joining us, man, and bringing y'all invaluable insight. And hopefully people that was watching and listening, man, learn some things. So, man, salute to you guys, man, and with your sons and what they're doing, man. And tell little Gerv, man, I know a particular cat at St. Mary's. Yeah. But anyway, we'll talk offline. Go ahead, Reg.
Man, hey, parents, your role as a parent for your kids is very vital and very important.
Huge.
It's huge. So, I mean, you can't be a cheerleader or a fan. You have to be that parent or that coach.
Right.
Because your kid's going to need that conversation, and he's going to need that tough. Mankum said as always, hey, my boys may not like me what I say, but shit, they love me later.
That's right.
I'm going to be transparent much as possible because you have to be honest. I'm not saying degrade your child and say you ain't shit. No, I'm saying, hey, baby, think about it. Pump your brakes. You 5'7".
Right.
You ain't going to play over there next to Samaj Morgan in Michigan.
Right. Right.
So just trust your people in your corner to make that decision together. Your parents are important.
Very.
If it's not your parents, it's your guardian. If it's not your guardian,
Mentor.
it's probably your coach or your mentor or the Heavenly Father himself. So we need some people in your kid's corner. And I say I don't know Bryce Underwood parents, but I watch how they walk. I watch how they move. Respectful. They do a great job. And Bryce is he's number 1 in the player in the country because of his family.
Sure.
Definitely. It's those parents. Parents, that family.
Yeah. We agree.
Family first.
Do not make emotional decisions that can affect the rest of your life.
There you go.
No doubt.
There you go. Well, gentlemen, hey, man, again, we appreciate you. Love you guys, man. And
love you guys, too.
Yes,
Love
sir.
you, man. Appreciate y'all.
And we definitely going to be watching what your son is doing down in Utah, and definitely, Jesse, what your sons are doing at the college and on the college level, man. And I know they're going to blow it out this year. So next year, this year, next year. And we just appreciate you guys. You know, you guys are welcome anytime. So.
And we got to get Goldsmith that damn red hoodie off. Not the new, but I'm talking about my Goldsmith out in Utah. Bring his ass back here and get a blue one.
Hey,
you didn't say a green one. You said blue.
I said blue.
I might root for him a little bit.
Hey, you know.
We got to get what's his name? Bellamy.
I know.
Right.
We got to figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.
All right, much love,
fellas, man. Y'all enjoy, man. We'll talk to y'all soon.
Appreciate it.
All right, Red. So, hey, man, another successful show, man. I think we covered a lot, man. And again, it was good talking to them brothers, man. We could go another 2 hours, I'm sure.
Well, just trying to give vital information from parents that been through it, and Mangum and Goldsmith. We always have debates, and it works because of the fact that it's not personal.
Sure,
it's informational.
Definitely,
and it helped out, man. And they gave their story and on their end, and somebody's gonna have a different story, and I'm gonna ask them to tell.
That's right.
But we need to continue getting information from families and friends, and just to help us on this cipher for this life.
Correct.
Called NIL shit,
Correct.
man. So we got to figure it out, man.
And that's the whole point. And I'm, speaking for you, I know that's the whole point of this is to provide the information and give people, the education on this process, ultimately on the recruiting process. And, like you said, it ain't about necessarily going to the pros, but getting that free money if possible. And again, we welcome you guys to always call in and don't be shy. Call in and ask the questions because that's what we're here for. So. Reg, you got your top 250 camp coming up.
Yeah, it's time to start to pay the Piper, sign up. This December 7th is going to be banging.
Okay.
And I need you guys to start signing up. I sent out invites already. If you don't have the link, just text me and I'll send the link to you.
Sure.
Training start December 1st. Tryouts for 7-on-7s is November 23rd for 10U, 12U, 14U, 15U. And then November 24th is tryouts for high school.
Okay.
All right. But, I mean, let's go. It's
that go
about to
time
crack it. Now
already.
it's time to go.
Wow.
And so we need to work on getting everybody together.
Right. And man, I just wanted to say, man, I know you probably don't want people to know this, but I know you was under the weather, man, and
Yeah, I was. I got to do better, man.
yeah, yeah.
And, eat better.
You gotta stop eating all them pig feet, man, and cow tongues and all that. So, man, I'm glad to have you back, big bro. Well, little
be
bro,
back.
but I'm calling you big bro. But man, stay healthy, man. And we're
Appreciate
gonna keep
it.
doing this thing, big dog. And
Yep.
with that being said, we'll see everybody next
Next
week,
week.
same time.
Yep.
And man, let's do these playoffs, man. And good luck to everybody. And we'll see you guys next Sunday at 7:00, same channel. All right,
Let's go, Petway.
let's go. Let's go. Peace, love, hair grease. We out.